Today's April 21st, and I have to record my targeting torture for past 2-3 days now. I'm gonna start with today. So in morning, they gave me shooting needle pain in my uterus when I was just thinking about the uh, lawn service that I get it done, and in the backyard, like we have roots growing in on our yard, and so I was just thinking that the grass is not growing as much, so I was just talking to my hubby that we don't need to do this mowing of our lawn, and a lot of the grass is it's not even growing. There's just soil and a lot of these roots that is lying on the soil. So I was thinking about the guy that when he uses his lawnmower and he goes over that root, and it's really thick root, and I was thinking it might damage it, so let's just not get it done. Although, of course, he has the choice to use the manual tool. There are manual tools too, where if there's just a little patch of lawn, you can just do it manually with a hand tool rather than using the lawn mower where you sit and then you're just, driving around on the lawn. So obviously he could do it if he wants, but I was just thinking about him. So basically I was showing concern for him, and I was talking to my hubby yesterday about this, and so I don't know, at that point they had to make issue about that. And so I was thinking that at the same night, I noticed that because for the first time I turned on the sprinklers and sprinkler wasn't starting. One of the zone wasn't working. So I'm like, it's quite possible that these people might have messed up something in the system, especially the wire, because I called a service guy and he said that, did you get any lawn work done? And I'm like, just the regular lawn mowing and all that. So he was trying to blame the sprinkler problem to this lawn guy, and I was just actually day before yesterday, I believe. I was just talking with my mother-in-law that, oh, this guy is really good, and he does his job very sincerely, he's nice. So whenever I try to talk something good about somebody, these people wants to do the devil, basically, right? And these people are devil, and they use witchcraft. So via witchcraft, they always want to do something against what I've said. So to make a blame on this guy, it's quite possible that they chopped off the wire, whatever problem it might have caused, but because the sprinkler stopped working right. Well, I tried the sprinklers to turn on the sprinklers right after his lawn service, right? So this is how they try to synchronize everything. It's called improbable synchronizations, as Robert Duncan, CIA guy, talks about, and also as Delta Force, Richard Boylan talks about, that the Delta Force at Area 51 is there to do superinterrogation. So now this is leading to superinterrogation, or else why would they give me shooting needle pain in my front uterus part right at this thought, right? So they want to blame me that, oh, you didn't tell your lawnmower. Well, my hubby said no, that we'll just keep this backyard, like we want to get the lawn service done there. I'm like, and I still, like, my heart kept saying no, we really don't need it, and he doesn't have to go through all this. So anyway, so whenever I try to do something good, these people want to make issue about it, and so they make issue about it. All they want to do is humiliate me, like that Montauk.net guy said, that only from humiliation of targeted individuals is where we get, these aliens or the demons get their energy, because these entities require continuous energy because they cannot manifest in our world otherwise. Okay, and don't forget that these Aleister Crowley's people who follow Aleister Crowley, CIA, FBI, Freemasons, Luciferian people, Hollywood, Bollywood, politicians, corporations, all these people, um, DARPA, DOD, Delta Force, military, all these people, they have like they deal with all these black magic and witchcraft, so they need to summon. And you know how Aleister Crowley had summoned that demon, and CIA just gave that demon names Alien, right? Alien itself is nothing but a lie, and a lie, and right, they CIA themselves tell you alien is nothing but a lie, right? They tell you in the spelling of the alien, but people cannot figure that much out. Now, so basically, yeah, there are 300 witches in this one military base, as Billy Crone pastor said. Right now, this Billy Crone pastor, he's just a fake pastor because he is in Illuminati and he has done witchcraft and all that. So now he's just portraying as if he's exposing. If that was the case, he would have exposed my targeting when I wrote email to him, but he never did that. Same thing with Almas Jacob. The same thing with Sachin Clive, all these pastors, right, who talk about Jesus Christ, but when I talk about my targeting and torture, because even yesterday I was reading a website about this lady called Ascension avatar.wordpress.com, Lisa, or what's her name? Forgot her name. She has written about all these targeting of star seeds and why we are targeted. Like, we are the source energy, and we are like, we have kind of this God energy within us, and we are like from this Jesus Christ bloodline, or we are basically the good people, or we have this energy, and these entities, they continuously need to have energy from us. So they need to humiliate us, they need to physically and mentally torture us, right? And that is possible only if there is synchronizations and super interrogation like they do with me. Now, they did that one thing, and then I went for a walk with my friend, and there they didn't do much. I came home, and then I was I was doing my pantry stuff, right? I was cleaning the pantry stuff. Now, actually, before that, I went to eat my stuff, right? And there they started to give me subtle pain in my right side of my waist, and even in morning they gave me very subtle pain in the right side of my pelvic area, the bone area, okay, the pelvic bone area. So yeah, they kept giving me this subtle pain. Then when I went to do the pantry, I was just cleaning out pantry. So wherever there's like just very little snacks left over, and it's just lying there for some time. So I was just throwing away those stuff, and then whatever good ones were there, I was like, if there's just some moisture in there, how the crispiness goes away, so I was just putting some in the oven to make it more crispy and all that, and the others I was just trashing it out, and I was emptying all the containers and all that. So basically I was cleaning my pantry, right, and organizing it and all that. So these people started to give me subtle pain in the right side of my waist. Okay, like, oh, they want to make issue about these snacks. Oh, look, this snack is all the snacks they are not good, or it can give you all these kind of pains and all these kind of, I don't know, they want to make issue, they made it. So basically, again, super interrogation, and so again, super interrogation, as Dr. Richard Boylan says, right? Then they stopped, and then when I went to cook, then what happened, I actually came inside, I washed my face, and I many times I place hairband on my, so I don't want to keep my hair tied up all the time, because sometimes even I get a little bit of like heaviness or headache kind of stuff, not really headache, but it's when my hair is tied all the time, or tied up all the time, like entire day. Sometimes I just feel like heaviness, something, on the head. So I want to be light. So okay, and I have been wearing hairband for since past 2011. Okay, this is nothing new. Now these people today, they wanted to make specifically issue, because what happened was I removed my hair, the rubber band, and I had my hair band on, and I just combed my hair, and then as I was coming out, I knew that they will do something in the food regarding my hair, or they will place basically hair in the food. I knew it. Or else tell me, how did I know if the devil is not working, against, to blame me for every single thing, right? So sure enough, see, I was very vigilant when I was cooking, and my hair was still like, on the back side, and there is a hair band, so the hair cannot fall directly into the what we are cooking now. So first I just chopped some tomatoes, little bit of chilies, and I just grated some ginger, and then I placed little bit of oil and ghee in the pan, and put some mustard seeds and all that, and I just put some I just sauteed this tomatoes for a while, and then I just added some spices, and until then there was nothing. I added some water, and I had this small little glass jar. So I filled up the water, and and then I poured it. Nothing, I didn't see anything in there. I stirred it, nothing. Then I placed the lentils. I had cooked lentils. There was nothing in there. I closed the lid. I did all the spices, everything. I closed the lid, and then guess what? The moment I opened the lid, and now they just gave me a twitch on the left side of the leg. The moment I opened the lid, there was hair. So it's okay for them. In all my previous videos, how many times I've made issue about me giving, or me adding some, say, oil or ghee, butter, whatever, or me serving a particular thing to my hubby or my in-laws or whatever, right? They have made so many times issues, and for that they have given me electric shocks, pulling my right eardrum. They have given me shooting needle pains. They've given all that stuff, right? Of course, fireworks, I mean not fireworks, but raving of bike engine, and sirens of ambulance and fire trucks. They have done all this, and even military helicopters. So now it's okay for them to place hair inside, because before even I started to cook, I knew that there will be hair. How come only today? Because I keep my hair like this for so many years, and many times it's tied up. Most of the time it's tied up, but sometimes I do keep it like this. Usually it's early morning, and usually like in this time, evening time. Sometimes I do that. So but how did I know? Because they have done this before. Remember when there was if you've seen my previous videos, when I bought white eggs, how they used to place cockroach in the sink area early morning when I go to make boiled eggs. But they were white color, because I've been bringing only brown eggs. I just prefer brown eggs. But back then, because they did fake Ukraine and Russia war, then they did another fake Turkey attack, and they did all these energy crisis. Then they got rid of that Nordstrom, whatever. So they came up with all these fake crisis, and then they stopped the ban of wheat and all that. So we ended up getting stupid wheat flour, and the eggs prices got shot up. But obviously they are saying that it's from avian flu, but it's not, because that happened in March 2022. How come the prices started to affect in January 2023? Doesn't make sense, right? So obviously they are lying. So And now they are just started, they just started to give me all these heaviness on my eyes right now. They are giving me so much heaviness and pain in my eyes. And now they are even confirming that yes, we are doing it by giving me one twitch on my left bum. Okay, so they are confirming right now as I'm speaking. So there are two things happened: cockroach and when I went to make my own sunny side I was making, right? Or was it omelette? There was something I was making, and literally I had to stop doing what I was cooking. I had to take the video and I had to show it in in the morning. I had to make that video. And even I've made the video on that cockroach when the cockroach was there, that how cockroach is nothing but ex-FBI agent Giral Sosby, because he has posted all about cockroaches on his website, and everything about what he posts on his website is all about my targeting, right? So we know who is the real cockroach is. And now they again give me twitch on the left side of my thigh, one twitch. So anything on the left side means correct. So they are confirming that yes, ex-FBI agent Giral Sosby is targeting and torturing you. Basically, they are confirming that. So basically, they are saying that yes, he's the criminal. That's what they are confirming right now. So, and why I had to bring white eggs? It's because of these very Illuminati people, Giral Sosby and all these FBI, CIA, military, DARPA people, right? Because they did all these fake wars and all these fakeness. They created chaos, and they brought the prices up for the eggs, where I could not buy the brown eggs, right? So now, just because see, they are following my pattern, what I do in my life. So now, you're not bringing brown eggs. Now we're gonna make issues. So now we're gonna put big hair in your food, and now we're gonna put cockroach there. Only at a particular time they'll have that, or else no. So even back then in the morning when I was preparing the eggs, I placed it in the pan. There was nothing. Okay, I closed the lid, and only when I open the lid, that's when I'm seeing it. How is that possible? Okay, it's only via witchcraft. The same thing where when I'm eating something, how they used to place stones in my mouth. Where is the stone coming from? Now they are again giving me one twitch on the left side of my knee. Even when I'm not eating something, sometimes the stones just appear in my mouth. How is that possible when I'm not eating anything? Even when I went to vacation in a resort, even in that restaurant they gave, say somebody wants to say, maybe your food items, whatever you're making, has some stones inside, maybe salt or something. Now, if you want to blame that, how is it that even in a resort where there is nothing of my cooking, how is the stone coming there, right? In that restaurant? Because they wanted to make issue at a particular time to humiliate and blame me, because back then there was my niece issue. I was about to prepare, tell the chef to make omelette for her, and my brother said, no, I'm already making omelette for her, but she ended up not eating it because my brother put some jalapenos in there or something. So I gave her my half of the omelette to her. But no, before or right after that, when I took a bite, they placed a stone in my mouth. Why you did make omelette for her? Well, my brother already said he was making. I don't know what she eats or what, or what my brother had ordered for her. I had no clue. But like I said, doesn't matter. I'm the target, so they want to target and humiliate me. So they place stone in my food. So same thing, obviously. So now we know the hair is coming from the witchcraft. If the stone can come from witchcraft, obviously the hair can come from witchcraft. And now they are continuously, as I'm speaking, they are twitching the left side of my eyelid. Entire day there is no twitch on the left side. Entire day. Only when I come to make video, that is when they want to give twitch on the left side, when they want to confirm something, or else the entire day there is no twitching on the left side. Okay, So now you know that nothing is random, everything is organized, and they are doing it on purpose. And as Dr. Thomas Horn says, they are preparing for the second coming of its cherished new gods. Who are these cherished new gods? They are nothing but Lucifer. And they just gave me a twitch on the left side of my knee, confirming the same. That, yeah, we are preparing for the new world order. We are preparing the way for our cherished new God, okay? So that's their Lucifer and Antichrist. Now, so what else did they do? Oh, now I was preparing dinner, and so with that dinner only, where they place the hair, I asked my mother-in-law to taste the, if she wanted, because she always wants either whatever, salt or sugar or lemon or whatever, it's needed. I'm like, you taste and you let me know, because I anyways, I don't like to taste their food, because I've already told you in my previous videos that I make my own food separate because of these hygienic programming that these people have done with me. So now I myself do not prefer. And by the way, to record my day before yesterday's torture, there was some left. I had made food for them. There was some soup and fried rice and all that, and then even at night I had prepared some other stuff. So I ended up eating their food. Okay, so in the afternoon when I ate their food, there was nothing, like no sirens, no helicopters, nothing. But I started to feel a little bit downside, like weakness and all that. And then at night when I was eating their food, literally there was helicopter going on 4 times over my house, 4 times. And at the same time there was some sirens going on, some revving of the engine going on at the same time. And while they were eating, there was nothing. Only when I started to eat their prepared food, but it was like leftover, because they were eating something else. It was just a leftover that I was eating, because I don't like to waste food. And so I'm like, okay, let me finish it. And I was just thinking that these people won't do anything. But sure enough, that night they gave me fever. Okay. Usually sometimes they give me sore throat, sometimes they give me fever. So I know it's induced fever via witchcraft, because directed energy weapons cannot give me fever. And so now they are just twitching left side of my eyelid, confirming the same, that yes, we gave you fever. So there you go, there's a confirmation. So yeah, basically they are like, oh no, you cook your own food. And I'm so restricted because I don't have as much of big refrigerator, because I have to put every single thing of mine into very small counter space I have. And I have like the small refrigerator, literally like probably 2 feet high, that's it. So not much stuff can I can place it in there. And so I'm very restricted to the food that I eat. So this is how they do restriction of my food. If I try to eat their cooked food, even if it's leftover and I don't like to waste the food, oh no, it is all filled with their dirty hands and their dirty they, because they don't wash their hands, it's all unhygienic, you cannot eat that food, the same programming. Like so it's okay for them to place hair in the food, place stones in the food. And yet when I go to grocery shopping, and when something falls down and if I pick it up, then they want to have helicopters, or they want to have cops in my house. Why? Then they mess up the security alarm, they mess it up, and then they will have cops come to my house. Okay, all this is done artificially, like induced. It is induced fake alarm, because I didn't do the security alarm. So who did it? Obviously they did it. So alarm will go off, and then because it will take us time, or I'm not at home when it goes off, so now they will send the security, the police in my house. But why they did all that? Why all that fakeness was done? Oh, because I picked up the item from floor. Oh no, you can't do that. But it's okay. for the employees to pick up the items. It's okay for other customers to pick up the items. It's okay for their employees to touch the broom sweep the floor, and with that same hands they will start touching the food products to scan the items. They will not even use the hand sanitizer. So that's okay. Why? Because they are not target. Then let's see what else. So yeah, I was in the cooking. So she, sure enough, twice I gave her to taste. She's like, oh, yeah, everything is okay. I just need, just add a little bit of sugar, sweetness. I'm like, okay. So I added a little bit. And then when she goes to eat the food, she's like, oh, now it feels a little bit salty. I'm like, okay. I mean, for it, probably the thing cooked for next another, I don't know, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, not much. And in that period, now suddenly the food is salty, okay? And then my father-in-law, he ate it. He didn't find anything problem. My hubby ate it. There was no problem. Like I said, she comes up with something that obvious, and that's why I always give her, and you taste your food, because I don't like to taste their food also. And yeah, so just because anybody will say something, these people want to make issues. So when I went to wash that particular utensil, they gave me shooting needle pain twice in my tummy area. Twice. Only for that particular vessel, because there were many other utensils, like let's say there are plates, there are other stuff. No, they didn't make any issue with that. Only with that particular vessel when I went to wash. And if you have followed my previous videos, you will know that how the programming is done. They want to make issue about a particular thing, a particular item. That is only when they will do either electric shock on the right side of my head, or they will give me a ringing ear on the right side, or they will pull right side of my eardrum, or they will give me twitch on the right side, or they will have oh, and by the way, when I saw the hair, immediately I opened the lid, I saw the hair, here I'm removing, and here two things started simultaneously: revving of the engine and that ambulance and fire truck sirens. So they knew, because they don't know when I'm about to open the lid, unless even my brain is being somehow manipulated via either these implants, physical implants that I might have from graphene, or some physical other implants, or pure witchcraft. Because don't forget, they can do induced thoughts, they can do induced speech, everything could be induced. So yeah, they probably had their ravers ready, who raves the engine. They probably had them ready, and now they are giving me shooting pain in my head right now. Because why? Because I told you about the head thing, right? Oh, sometimes it pains in my head. Remember in the start of the video I said? So now they are doing it in real time. They're like, okay, you have problem in your head, so here now we're gonna give you shooting pain in your head. You want to keep your hair open? Here we're gonna give you shooting. We will show you what is shooting pain in your head. And they just gave me twitch on the left side of my eyelid, confirming the same, that oh yeah, we are inducing that head pain, because I don't get these kind of head pain. Okay, it just started to happen when I started to record this video. And don't forget, I've been cooking for past 12 years. There have never been any hair in my food. Okay, all this BS started only from November onwards, when they started to put all these stones in my food, and hair in my food and all that. Okay, or else I never had. Yes, initially in 2015-16, when these people did witchcraft, when Jehovah's Witnesses came to my house for 2 straight years. targeting only my house and took my handwritten name, because back then I don't know there was black magic and witchcraft and all that stuff existing in this world. I had no clue. Even I have never heard those names ever in my life. So it was very weird the way they started to come. But now I know Jehovah's Witnesses are nothing but Satanists, as Almas Jacob has exposed them. Although Almas Jacob himself is a Satanist. Now, Billy Crone Pastor, Sachin Clive, all these people, they are Satanist, because only Satanists will never help people like us, because they know that I am from the Jesus Christ bloodline, or I'm the source God, or I am basically a good person and not them. Because if they were from Jesus Christ's side, they would have surely helped expose this crime, but no. So Jehovah's Witness came, and only after that I started to have weird insect activities in my house. Oh, now they are giving me twitch on the left side of my foot, confirming the same, that yes, it's only after Jehovah's Witnesses, the Satanists who came to my house, that's when the weird insect activities started to happen. And that is when they were removing my eyelashes and my eyebrows, almost 10 per day. Okay, so that's when I used to find either eyelash or eyebrows, whatever, in either my plate or my hubby's plate. If they want to make issue about something that I've cooked, say, I'm just giving simple example, say pizza. So my hubby will eat the pizza, but later when I go to grab his plate, and now we are hearing the sirens, ambulance sirens is starting, when I said about the Jehovah's Witness or something, or eyelash. When I go to grab the plate, that is when I see the eyelash is just lying on the side of the plate. So, or it's sometimes on the placemat, okay? The eyelash is just there. And all these eyelash thing happen only for 3-4 years. And then it has stopped. Now I don't get as many. Even in the bed, when I used to have this... when I used to get up and make my bed, I will see there's always like few eyelashes on my bed. Even in on the foot side, there'll be eyelashes. Okay, even when say I'm showering, out of nowhere, my back of my ear will have eyelash. And like I said, I used to collect my eyelashes in a Ziploc bag, and I collected almost 300 or something for 1 month, entire 1 month. And then I showed it to, I went to ophthalmist, I showed it to him that, look, can you please check my eyelash? I knew there was nothing wrong. I knew it was pure witchcraft. And he said my eyelashes are full. There is no missing eyelash. So where are these eyelashes coming from? 300 in a month. Where was it coming from? Obviously witchcraft. The way I'm getting stones in my mouth, they were placing hair and eyelashes in food, or on the side of the plate, or on the placemat, where you sit to dine. So this is, or even on my bed sheets, they used to do this, and lot of weird insect activities was going on. For example, they have stopped all these weird insect activities except for the cockroach thing that they still do in the kitchen area. But just yesterday, okay, now they have again started this insect activities little bit. It doesn't bother me anymore. But so what happened was, I was folding the clothes yesterday after laundry. I was seated on the sofa, but the basket that I put the clothes in, that basket had, I believe, about 4 clothes that I had kept to iron it later, because I like to accumulate few clothes, so that, if I'm ironing, I like to, because I'm pouring water in that iron, I'm heating it enough, and I don't want to keep ironing just 2 clothes per day. I mean, it's just stupid. And then, get rid of that water and put everything back, all the ironing board and all that. So I like to accumulate a few clothes, and when it's enough, when I feel, okay, now I'm free, or I want to do it now, that's when I do it. But no, these, and so what happened was I took out the clothes, and I actually took out the clothes that I'd kept for ironing on the sofa. Then I went to the laundry room. I took out the other clothes. I started to fold it, and all the folded clothes, I kept it in the, in their place. And from there, again, there were like one or two clothes that needed ironing. So I again placed all that in the basket and I left it in my room. So now these people want to make issue about ironing. So next day, when I woke up, in my bathroom area, I have like this iron sitting there. And so exactly right. So say there's there's like a stand here, okay? I place iron there. Right above that iron, so there's a wall going on right there. Right above that iron, there was a centipede. This is how they do my programming or dictation, I would say, or super interrogation, whatever you want to say. So basically, they wanted to say that, oh, now you do ironing. Okay, that's all they wanted to say. Now they are giving me one twitch on the left side of my knee that you are correct. That, yeah, we are telling you, go do ironing. You don't have time, it's okay. You do ironing, it's okay. 2 o'clock in the morning, you do ironing. My Lucifer says that you have to do ironing because you are from Jesus Christ bloodline. Okay? And you have the source energy, and we hate you so much because you are Jesus Christ bloodline. No. Lucifer don't like you. Okay. Let's go back to their stupid dictation. Yeah. Then there's this box sitting. We have like a little bench. There's a box sitting there. So today they place the centipede there. Oh, no, you take away this box from here. This box doesn't belong here. That kind of thing they do. Then what they did was, now they just give me twitch on the left side of the eyelid, confirming the same. Anything on the left side means a confirmation. So you see, when they are giving me confirmation, right after I'm saying something, they are giving me confirmation. Then they placed another small baby centipede right above my sink, but I have many items on my sink area. Like body sprays and moisturizers and face wash and hand soap, and all that items is lying here. But where the centipede was placed, right above, there's a little tooth powder, I would say. Like, it's not really a toothpaste, but it's kind of powder. So I don't know. They wanted to make issue about that. I don't know. And the brush at the same time. I don't know. They want to say whatever, brush your teeth or whatever. These kind of things, they do. Because before the witchcraft started in my house, or the weird insect activity started in my house, I never had a single centipede or millipede, either on sofa or on ceilings or even on walls or doors. Nowhere. They always used to lie on floor in the crevices, always. Not even on the floor where it is right in the middle or center of the room, or in the walkway in the center, right? No, always on the crevices on the side of my house. On the side walls and down, never climbing up on walls, never. All these BS started right after the witchcraft started. They are also giving me this left eyelid twitch as I'm speaking. So they are confirming the same. Now guess what these people have done? Because I said that they started to give me headache, because I said about the headache in the beginning of the video and about my hair and all that. Yeah. So now they want to give it on purpose. Oh, you said it, so here I'm going to give it. So the intents that they had started to give me, they lessened it. It is still there. They just lessened it. And now we are having this ambulance siren. They do it at a particular time, I told you, right? Because they monitor me 24/7, and they, like I said, if they are giving me twitch in the real time, they'll have all their goats ready for these kind of dictation and same super interrogation purpose. So let's move on. So they gave me induced fever, they placed hair, then they want to make issue about it, about the food, which they didn't care. They don't care about any food. They don't care about my mother-in-law. But just because she said now they want to make issue, so they gave me shooting needle pain in my tummy twice when I went to wash that vessel. Then they had these ironing stuff, and then the box stuff and the toothpaste stuff. Exactly at that point, they started to place centipede. Now, uh, oh, one more thing. They placed a big, it's a kind of big spider kind of thing in my laundry room window. Why? Because I always leave my laundry room window open, always. But no, just because my in-laws and my hubby said that, we just recently placed window screens on the outside of the window in the kitchen window. And so every morning I open the kitchen window, and at night I close the kitchen window, because those are big windows, and those are at and those are right on the patio. Like someone can climb the patio, and someone can it's at a level where you can easily climb inside. Okay, so that is very accessible windows, I will say. And those are big windows side by side, so I have both the windows open. You can imagine the kitchen sink. What level is the kitchen sink, right? And it's a ground, I would say a kind of ground floor. um Basically we call it first floor here, right? So first floor. But the so somebody can climb up the stairs on the patio, and then there's a kitchen window right there, so it's kind of accessible. Now the laundry window, there is nothing. There's a big huge wall, and it's at a height, and nobody can climb there, right? And even if they climb, the window itself is very small. It's kind of narrow. And I've had it open for like past 12 years. Nothing has ever happened. Nobody's gonna come there. And we have like security cameras outside the periphery of our house too. So, but basically, just because my in-law said that, oh, you close the kitchen windows, they didn't say anything about laundry room windows. But these people want to make issue about it, so they had this big spider sitting exactly above the window. Okay. Oh, by the way, was it yesterday or day before yesterday? What happened was I finished my shower, and I was looking at the right side of my cheek where they have, oh, now they are just giving me one twitch on the left side of the foot, because they know what I'm about to say, because I already processed it in my brain, right? So they already gave me the twitch. So you see, they can even read all my subconscious thoughts, like what I'm already processed it. So now they are giving me twitch on the left side of my eyelid, confirming the same, that yeah, we already processed what you thinking of, what you are about to say. So like I said, they do all these induced speech, induce the remote neural monitoring. And I've heard all these when I joined targeted individual group, that they have these kind of technology where they can read everything even before I process that thought, or I'm about to process that thought. They can read that part also. So like I said, anything I think in subconscious, that is exactly what they want to target. The devil immediately wants to target. Devil means all these Delta Force people, military, CI, FBI. They immediately want to target that particular thing. Like I said before in my video, I was having this finger ring. It was diamond ring. And I was just sitting in a restaurant, and I had my hand, on my face, like and it was touching my face. And we were, and my hubby were seated in a restaurant. And I was subconsciously, I was just thinking about my diamond, I mean the finger ring, I mean the diamond ring. And guess what? For so many years that I've worked with the diamond ring, like I've just a usual household chores, nothing has ever happened to that diamond. And I think back then I wasn't even wearing the diamond ring in my house because I had already grown so thin from these people's targeting and torture that the ring wasn't even fitting me as much. But only occasionally when I would go out like this, I was wearing it. So these people, I just I found out like they removed one of the diamond from that ring. Similarly, they've already done with the gold bangle. I already told you, right? Just because my mother-in-law asked that, oh, did you close it proper? Did you lock it properly? The bangles, it had like a lock. Like after like I wear it, there's like a lock. Just because she said and I showed her that yeah, I locked it. So now the devil wants to make issue, and so sure enough, I was just seated in the sofa. I didn't go anywhere, and that's it. It disappeared. So if the stones, eyelashes, hair, all these weird insect activities can appear, obviously the things can disappear via witchcraft. It's obvious they do it. So, anyways, coming back to my face, um, I was looking on the right side of my face. There were like 5 red dots, from, I believe it's from the burn marks that they have given me. And I thought that it would go away, but guess what? It's not going away that much because when they burned my cheeks back then, and I told you anything on the right side means, oh, don't do this, don't do that, right? They wanted to make you show about anything and everything. So they they gave me this burn, and I saw these marks, and yeah, sure enough, it didn't go away. Guess what? Entire day they burnt my cheek, right side of the cheek. It was very subtle burn, but I could feel the burn. Entire day they gave me. But that night, oh, you gonna see your cheek? Oh, here we gonna give you burn. Just like the way I said, about the headache. Oh, you gonna see about the headache? Here we gonna give you headache. And guess what? Right now, the intense headache that they had started to give me in my head and on in my eye. Guess what? I don't have it anymore. They took it away. If it was a normal headache or normal eye pain, it cannot go away like this. If it was so intense, I cannot even tell you how intense that headache and shooting pain in my eye was. And you think these people are not targeting people who are driving around? They can, like, they have made me fallen asleep. Just like if they can give me this intense heaviness in my head and heaviness in my eye induced, where it pains so much, and now they again started to shoot it up. Just when I said that they stopped, they actually started to do it. Obviously they can make me fall asleep. And just go to Gerald Sosby's website. He has mentioned everything. Oh, we can make the target wake. We can make the target fall asleep. We can do target this and target that, So we know who is behind all this. It's the same criminal, FBI agent Gerald Sosby. And of course, along with him, Robert Duncan, Richard Boylan, Almas Jacob, Sachin Clive, Billy Crone Pastor, Dr. Stephen Greer, Karen Stewart, Ramola Dharmraj, Suja Vijayan, Jibin, all these people, and of course military, DARPA, obviously, all these raving of the engine, so Freemasons, Illuminati, Hollywood, Bollywood, we know all these, they are the witches, Jehovah's Witness, right? All these people are into Narctolite and who else? Transgenius guy, the Illuminati guy. So all these people are into this, and so yeah, this was the targeting I can think of. So this is how they burned my cheek the entire day. Just the right cheek, right? Because everything they want to make it show about the right side. And why only on that day? See, if I had some physical issue, why if my physical issues are synchronizing with, where it gives me programming? It doesn't make sense, right? So see, they just gave me twitch on the left side of my knee and left side of my eyelid. So obviously they are confirming at the same time. That correct. Now, yesterday I was reading this uh, Lisa, or what's her name? That girl's website, that lady's website, it's called ascensionavatar.wordpress.com. I believe that's the website. And in that, she was saying that there is this 5G technology that these people have rolled out, and there is this graphene material probably inside us. So our brain because they are doing brain mapping. Actually, when I said the graphene material is inside us, they just gave me twitch on the left side of my eyelid, so they are confirming the same thing, that yeah, you have the graphene material inside you, and that is how we are able to twitch and all that. So I saw a video of another black guy. I think his channel's name is UWTV, something like that. And in that, he was showing about graphene material, that how there was this organism who had graphene inside, and when was given some electric pulse or something, it was actually twitching, and we could see that twitch. And so I was wondering if this is how these people are giving me twitches on my body, because if I have, oh, they just gave me twitch on the left side of my foot, confirming the same. So if there is graphene material inside me, and this is what even Almas Jacob said, that their ultimate goal is to make everybody, into a battery where they can manipulate everybody, like this. So I don't know if there is a graphene material that is doing this twitching stuff, or it's from directed energy weapons, or witchcraft. I'm not sure, but so it's just a possibility. And so the lady was saying that because they do brain mapping of us, StarSeeds, so our brain is being uploaded in some computer or artificial intelligence, and they rolled out this 5G data. So whatever we do is going up in the satellite somehow, and then it will do some kind of synchronizations, or some kind of synchronizations, in which will lead to some kind of control among the population. So like I'm saying, that how they do synchronizations and superinterrogations, right? So I don't know if it's via 5G technology they are doing it, where everybody has graphene material, and then the AI is thinking that, oh, now we will have this person do so and so thing, either say something that will synchronize with me. Okay, it's pure witchcraft. I'm not sure, but this is what the lady was talking about. Either way, so now I think that's enough for now. And so that was all about my targeting and torture. So yeah, basically they don't care about my in-laws or my hubby. It's obvious. All they care about is for their new world order and the coming cherished new gods. And as Dr. Thomas Horn said, that the secret destiny of America, it includes future national and global subservience to the god of Freemasonry. Who's that? Lucifer, a deity most Americans would not imagine when reciting the Pledge of Allegiance to one nation under God. They think about this God, Jesus Christ. But this God is Lucifer. Unknown to most Americans, and certainly most Christians, is the fact that the Great Seal of US is a prophecy hidden in plain sight by the Founding Fathers for more than 200 years, foretelling the return of this terrifying demonic god who seizes control of earth in the new order of the ages. Now, I was reading this um, lady's website. It's called ascensionavatar.wordpress.com. And so she talks a lot about starseeds, their targeted individual, witchcraft, black magic. And she says that, yeah, these people going to do black magic to target us. And the only way is not to really pay attention to them. And, basically, once we do not give into all these BS that they keep doing, they will ultimately stop, and a lot of our energy will be bounced back to the magicians who do all this black magic. And so it's quite possible that they will die. And obviously the other reason they said that they cannot directly kill us, because if they kill us, our energy is such that it will, whatever witchcraft that they've done against us so far, all of it will get bounced to them, and they have a higher chances of dying, or they know that for sure they will die if they directly kill us. Now that's what she was saying. Now I've even heard that Lucifer requires sacrifices, and if you watch Knock at the Cabin, it's Illuminati movie, and they clearly said that you are the chosen family, you are the chosen one, as they keep talking about us starseeds, you are the chosen one, you are the chosen one. And in that movie, they clearly show that they need sacrifice to save the world from that 4 apocalyptic whatever horsemen. Okay, so they want to save the world by having a sacrifice. They think that if you sacrifice somebody from chosen one's family, then the world will be saved. But they will not tell you that Jesus Christ is coming and there's going to be a final war and that they all going to die, right? Because they worship Lucifer, Satan, they are Satanist. And guess what? My headache and my that heaviness in my eyes, and so much extreme heaviness that I had, so much pain I had, everything is gone. Yeah, right. So we know that it's induced. Oh yeah, they just gave me twitch on the left side of my foot, as I said, that we know it's induced. So they are confirming at the same time. So yeah, basically they are all gonna die. They know that. So in the Knock at the Cabin, whatever the stupid thing that it keeps showing, they do tell you that they are the suicide cult. And they even show you how they kill people. They show you. People think it's just fiction. No, they show you what they do. So yeah, I don't know if that's the case. If we are kind of sacrificed for Lucifer, they're not gonna kill us. And I even heard that they cannot directly kill us because of the bloodline we are from, or we are from Jesus Christ bloodline. So it's like the God himself is protecting us. So these people cannot directly kill us. There's some kind of thing with our soul that they cannot directly kill us. So they try to do all these stupid torture techniques. Hair in the food. Here is a shooting nail pain. Here is a headache. Oh, you said this, we're gonna do this now. Or we're gonna synchronize. All they've done so far is just synchronizations in my life, which leads to superinterrogation, as Dr. Richard Boylan says. Oh, and anytime I use a face pack to, just for my face, they always want to make issue about something in the food that I've cooked. And from there, they will start giving me burning marks on my right side of my cheek. And now they are just confirming by giving me little twitch on the left side of my leg. That, yeah, you use face pack and then we're gonna start burning your cheek. Because I shouldn't look nice, and I shouldn't be looking good. I shouldn't be looking beautiful. No. Jesus Christ told not to think about the flesh. That is what Jesus Christ said. So now you cannot think about your flesh. Don't worry about your body, that we conditioned you about this hygienic program, and now you are making your own food. You have, from this mental and physical torture, you've grown so thin, and from these non-stop electrical shocks, your hair is falling, and you've grown so much white hair from all these mental and physical torture. It's okay. Don't worry about your physical body, because Jesus Christ said that you don't have to worry about your body. See, if you are worshipping Lucifer, then Lucifer tells to you, to be very good looking, just like Kim Kardashian is, or any Hollywood celebrities. Oh yeah, then you should look really good, you should be tip top, but you are from Jesus Christ bloodline. You shouldn't be thinking about your body. You shouldn't be thinking about your flesh. You should be so holy, because then only we can use you for some sacrifice, We need to use you for some sacrifice for my Lucifer, for their Lucifer, basically. So this is what they try to do with me, okay? Continuous torture with all this. Oh no! So basically, now I cannot even use my own face pack, and I never had this kind of problem before because I've used it before. Okay, and guess what? They just started to give me little subtle burn on the right side of my cheek, as I'm saying, just very subtle. Yeah, so this is the kind of BS they do, because they know they fear me. I am from Jesus Christ bloodline, or I am this godly person that the devil doesn't like. And when Dr. Richard Boylan wrote the website, he said that we starseeds are the threat to UFO cabal. What is UFO? Nothing but gene demons or fallen angels who do all this shape shifting. Yeah, there are military UFO vehicles, but those are military vehicles made out of metals. Okay, that's different. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about those people call lights as UFOs. And um, Robert Duncan, CIA guys, clearly said that they have the technology to make the photons or something ionize, and it will illuminate. So all you see is this something light is in the air or in the sky, and that they can even keep ionizing the particles, and the photons or whatever it will illuminate, and so all you see is like that thing is moving at a solid speed. Now I don't know if that is how they can keep ionizing and make a UFO look um as if it's moving. I'm not sure how they do that. However, I saw the video of this Sergei Monasky, who is a Canadian journalist or someone. He said that president, or who was this guy, I don't know, he was shown a UFO, and the UFO wasn't even a real UFO, but it looked so real that he felt like almost touching it. And when he said that, the military people said, no, that's a fake UFO, it's not real. So they have the technology, a hologram or whatever technology, to make UFO look so real. Okay. So yeah, I was talking about these UFO things. So while there are these just fake lights in the sky, there are military UFO vehicles. When I say UFO, what I mean is this fallen angels, demons, entities, or aliens. Let's talk about alien, right? The alien himself said that we are the demons, or we are called demons and angels today. Tomorrow they will call us something else. And so CIA came up with coined a term named alien, right? And guess what? Now they have again started to give me heaviness and headache in the right side, only in the right side, okay? And my right eye is paining right now. Okay, nothing on the left side. First it was all of it, then they stopped giving me, and now they just started to give me heaviness and pain on my right side of my head and right side of my eyelid or eye. Okay, now what was I saying? So the Richard Boylan said that UFO, we are the threat to UFO cabal. So UFO cabal is nothing but fallen angels or these all these negative entities that they work for. Now, who works for fallen angel? Who's fallen angel? Lucifer. Who these people worship? Lucifer. In the Lucifer's reign, they do all these witchcraft and all that, because they need to summon devils and these entities and all that, and that's why there are 300 witches in one military base. Okay. So basically, the Lucifer has so much problem with starseeds that somehow we are going to be a trouble for Lucifer and their people, because most of the world worships Lucifer. I mean, the elite people I'm talking about, or like the government, politicians, like, right? Corporations, military, cops, DARPA, CIA, DOD, whatever. So all these people who try to portray themselves as if they are great and, we are working for Lucifer and we have all this technology and look how far advanced we are. And look how we can synchronize, we can do improbable synchronizations, we can do all these super interrogations. Is it working at the end of the day? You know what? I had to train these people for the oil and ghee and butter thing that they kept doing with me for so many years. And now they don't do anything. Now they don't care. So how much oil, ghee, butter I use, now they don't care. So there are no raving, there is no sirens, there is no shooting needle pain, electric shock, or ringing, or pulling my eardrum, nothing. They used to do it first. Okay, now they're not doing, because I had to train these demons. Okay, these evil people, I had to train them that no, it's not gonna work like this. It's the same thing. You cannot start making, basically they want to control me, right? As Kanye West said, all these Illuminati people have controllers or handlers, as they say. So somebody's controlling or handling somebody all the time. Okay, so they're trying to control me. And yeah, like for example, they placed the hair over which I had no control, or they place stones in my food, or they give me these headaches. I don't have control over all that. What I have control over is after what they have said. Like for example, I took out a pickle today and they started to have ambulance sirens and the revving of the engine, right? They want to make issue about that pickle. Even yesterday, they did the same thing for the same pickle container I had taken out. They do it at the particular time. I don't know why, what problem they had. They wanted to make sure they made it. So did that stop me from taking out that pickle today? No. I used it because I had to use it. Did they make me iron my clothes today because they've been putting those centipedes for since yesterday or day before yesterday? Right about the iron, did they succeed in making me iron my clothes? No, they did not. They are not succeeding at all. What makes them think that when Jesus Christ will come to get rid of the Antichrist and Lucifer, what makes them think that they will survive?